The Roysters Club Novice Tournament is upon us. Canny opponents, unexpected strategies, fresh cards. Truly, this is what every tribute player lives for. You've clearly improved since last we spoke. Are you prepared to enter your first tournament? Excellent. I will add your name to the lists and pay the sponsorship fees so you can focus on the important part, winning. I admit our chapter has suffered a dry season, but Zet rewards those who endure. You will play several matches. If you defeat enough of the opposing chapter's players, you may face off against their chief novice, a worthy opponent to be sure. Now, gather with the others in the beginner's lounge. The first game draws near. Whatever the outcome, remember that you represent the Gonfalon chapter now. We steadfastly commit to the principles of fair play. We are gracious in both victory and defeat. And win or lose.
Quit pacing, Bragus. Razamad just had those... Hey, I knew you'd join us. Excited? Of course you're excited. But try to stay loose. A tournament's no different than a back alley match. Except for the prizes, of course. Prizes. Just don't get twitchy like Bragus. Yep, it's simple. To advance to the next round of the tournament, we have to battle our way through a series of chapter opponents. Beat them all, and you'll face off against their chief novice, whoever that is. Just try to relax. You'll do great. Me? I'm calm as a slug on Soondas. I don't let these things get to me. Tribute is meant to be fun. My days in Elsewhere taught me that there's far worse things to get upset over. Far, far worse. Just enjoy yourself. Let Bragus handle the stress. Yeah, I spent some time in Elsewhere, in my youth. Got into trouble and made a lot of terrible mistakes. In the end, it almost cost me everything. But that's hardly game day conversation. We have a much healthier addiction to feed. All right, I'm going to see if our opponents have arrived.
Tell me you signed up for the tournament. You did, didn't you? Great! That's great! Who? Me? Yeah, I just get, you know, a little anxious before tournament play. Nothing serious. There are plenty of different opponents out there. I mean, yes, anyone but the Mournhold chapter. No specific reason. It's just they're really good, that's all. But I wouldn't worry. I doubt they even sponsor a novice tier team. They're a top tier operation. Yeah. Right. I need some fresh air. You should join me when you're ready.
Are all the brine-crusted beef wits of the Gonfalon tribute chapter here now? Only 3, eh? And not a thimble's wit between you, I'm sure. Well, let's get on with it. I, Vernald Broach, Chief Novice of the glorious Wayrest chapter, do hereby challenge the slovenly fishmongers of Gonfalon Bay to this first round of tournament play. That wine-addled Razamad doesn't even dare to meet us. You must be his proxy. Well, take a long look, you hay-born buffoon. This is what real talent looks like. Now, give me your name so I can scribble it carelessly in my ledger of doomed rivals. Ugh, an atrocious name. And don't you worry, you'll witness our glorious victory firsthand through the tearful eyes of a soundly beaten loser. Now, since you're his stand-in, I assume Razamad told you the rules? If I must... As you can see from the tournament lists posted by the hall there, you must defeat my pupils, Fabermund in Daggerfall and Cecile in Shornhelm. If by some miracle you manage to defeat them, and it would be a miracle, well... Just so. You'd face me in Wayrest, in much the same way that a chicken faces a farmer's axe. I almost wish you could face me. Pity. Our chapter is bound for far better things, and you are mere stepping stones. Be seeing you, Gonfalon.
So you're off to Glenumbra? Nice of the Roysters Club to go easy on us in the first round.
Hey, I heard that!
So, you really think you have what it takes to challenge the Wayrest chapter? According to my calculations, your chances are roughly 0. But who am I to refuse a match? The tournament starts now!
So you managed to beat my associate. Well, the winning ends here, Beefwit. The Wayrest chapter cannot be defeated.
Well, if it isn't the Gonfalon Gni, marvelous.
And what about Teresa, son, a brave and handsome boy? If Gulwar ed him on, his mother's pride and joy, his mother's pride and joy.
Well, well, well. Razamad's proxy, like swamp gas, rises to the top. I must admit some surprise. I never thought you'd make it past Daggerfall, but so much the better. I always revel in destroying new opponents. My strategies are flawless.
And then he ate the priest.
Ooh, so stoic. It's the stoic ones who always weep the loudest. Last chance to weasel out of this. No one will think any less of you. It's impossible to think any less of you.
How did Varnald lose? His strategies have never failed. I need to think about this.
I knew it! Varnald is nothing but a pompous, babbling buffoon!
This isn't possible! You cheated! That's the only possible explanation. I would never have miscalculated. It's absurd! I will send a full accounting of this to the Roysters Club leadership. This is preposterous, it's fake, all of it! No! That's impossible! You must have hidden some cards or... Is there a mirror behind me? You're up to something. You have to be. I can't lose. I cannot. Do you know how many times I've won with these strategies? 100 times. 1,000 times. Get out of my sight! I have a long and damning letter to write. The Roysters Club will... You'll be hearing from them soon. Now be gone!
Need some magic done? All right. I used to not trust anyone. Safer that way. But you changed all that. Even on the verge of tears, I still want to punch him.
Ah, just look at him. Thrashing about like a fish on a hook. Almost makes you feel bad for him. Almost. You should head back to the club. Soren and I will meet you there soon, right after we thump this weepy sod.
Soren, how many times have I told you not to dance behind or on the bar? How many
This is
times?
a victory dance, Skellig. For victorious feet, there are no rules.
Isn't that the truth? Hey, our friend is back. Come, join us. Poor Vernon. After losing to you, he could barely bring himself to shuffle his cards. He blubbered the whole time. It was like playing a toddler. I'd say you're just what this chapter needed. Yes, indeed. The players of Gonfalon Bay have all officially advanced to intermediate tier play. Putting that Breton in his place felt good. But things are going to get much tougher from here. But now's not the time for fretting. It's time to revel. It means that after Razamad approves your promotion, you'll be able to challenge mid-tier tribute players all across Tamriel. And it also means I can start paying off some of my debts. You don't even realize how close I was to disaster. Just a little predicament I got myself into. I made a few side bets, you see, big ones. Another month of missed payments and... well, I'd rather not think about it. Anyway, if we keep this up, I'll have nothing to worry about. Now, go see Razamad.
You should have seen the look on Varnald's face when I beat him. I wanted to punch him in the face when I first met him, but this was so much better.
Ah! Another victorious player returns home. Truly, I could hear Varnald weeping from all the way across the Abyssion. Well done, my friend. You are quite welcome. Now for the formal part. On behalf of the Roysters Club and our revered Gonfalon chapter, I hereby grant you intermediate ranking, with all the rights and privileges due. That and a hefty reward, too. Congratulations. Roysters Guild leadership is still organizing the next tournament. Your eagerness does you credit, but a brief respite will do you well. Keep your skills sharp and try to acquire some new cards and decks. Oh, and don't forget to revel. Continue to challenge others. Complete Kishka's challenges. And more importantly, see if you can find tribute cards to improve your own. You're an intermediate player now. Challenge some others of the same rank. You might learn a thing or two.